What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today we are back for the first time in so long inside the Bee Swarm test realm because late last night Onett dropped a bunch of brand new stuff for us to check out firsthand and test for the next big update. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. So let's go and do this. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, claim the test realm hive. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Look at these bad boys. So yeah, already you may be seeing a slight clue on the left-hand side of your screen here to do with this balloon. And this is just one of a few things Onett has added for us to check out. So firstly, before we get stuck into all of this, how are you all doing? Hopefully you guys and girls are awesome. Thank you once again for joining me in some Bee Swarm Simulator. Oh man, right. There's so much stuff to talk about that I think we're probably going to have to do this over like 2 episodes. But today, we're going to look at the brand new bee that we saw in last episode. It now has a name, we can claim it, we can use it, and it has probably one of the coolest abilities that I think I've seen in a really long time. I've not touched it just yet. I've literally just jumped in. Today's going to be fun. So, as I'm sure you can tell, we are very much back in the Bee Swarm swing of things. And yeah, it feels really, really good to be back with some brand new content for you guys. So firstly, in last episode, I think we set a 3,000 like goal. We actually managed over 4,000 on that video, which is just so cool. Thank you so very much for the support back on the channel. It's so lovely to see. It's so motivating for me. So thank you very, very much. Can we try and go for just another 3,000 on this one? That would be really cool. Thank you so much for liking the video and leaving comments, all that good stuff. Really appreciated. Also, thank you so much for using the star code, which is sort of pops up on the screen there, sort of ThnxCya, and yeah, that's really helpful as well. So to anyone who's used that recently, thank you very much. Anyway, check this out. So of course this is the test realm. This is the weird and wonderful world where kind of things just look a little bit weird. And this is my current hive. So I'll be honest with you, I was panicking for a second because I saw this update stuff kind of like in the test realm. Oh, by the way, everything from this video, I sort of learned from the Bee Swarm Simulator leaks page, of course. Those guys are amazing, sort of keeping me up to date with everything. So once again, thank you very much, dudes. They do a great job, a great job. But where was I? Oh yeah, the hive. I got distracted by it. I was like, what have I done here? This is terrible. So yeah, I panicked, right? And I saw that you can actually gain access to this brand new bee from the 35 bee zone. And I was like, oh geez, I've only got like 20 bees and they're all rubbish. How am I going to get enough honey to actually get more hive slots? And then I realized I had like over 1 trillion honey, I think, from a code. So we can just go and buy a bunch of basic eggs. Let's power these out, lads. Let's get 35 bees and let's go and get our brand new bee. The name is not what you'd expect. Oh. Okay, false alarm then. We actually have the eggs in the inventory, so I panicked for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, look, there you go. So the brand new bee in the test realm, actually, that's technically not true. Apparently, there are 2 more new bees. But the one that is being tested right now is called the Buoyant Bee. The Buoyant Bee. So this is literally, look at this, 3, 2, 1, boom, the bee with the party hat that we saw in last episode. So when I read this name for the first time, I was like, the Buoyant Bee, but it looks like a clown. Is this some kind of clownery? Am I being clowned upon? But then I realized buoyancy, it's like how things float, basically. And then this ability was all to do with balloons. So I'll be honest, the party hat threw me off a little bit, but that's the reason why it's called the Buoyant Bee, because it's to do with buoyancy of balloons. Clever, I get it now. So let's go and make, I guess we'll just make these gifted. So this is what the gifted Buoyant Bee looks like. It says, just like a balloon and nothing can keep this bee down, it's always ready to party. So it is a blue mythic bee, as we kind of predicted based off the color. And this is what it does. So it has some really cool abilities, and we're going to see these here in this episode. But if I scroll down, oh, look. So Onett is actually like sort of separated the bees. So this is one thing that I want to do, by the way. As I mentioned, there's so much information. What is this egg? Oh, it's another Buoyant Bee egg. Okay. So yeah, Onett is basically separated, like, the menus, but he's done like a bunch of other stuff as well. So I'm going to make another video to kind of talk about all those. It's way too much for one episode. But here we go. Boom, the Buoyant Bee. And this is what it says. So it has a couple different abilities here. It is a blue mythic, of course. Its gifted hive bonus is an extra capacity boost, and it has a bunch of abilities. So the first one here is the Blue Bomb Plus, which, you know, we all know what the Blue Bomb Plus is. But then the second sort of unique ability is called Inflate Balloons. So it increases the pollen in balloons on your field by 5%, and that scales per level. Then spawns a blue balloon for 20 seconds, which also scales by level, with the capacity that scales with the bee level and your capacity. There's a lot of scaling going involved. Pollen collects from flowers near the balloon and is increased by 10%, 20% if blue, and added to the balloon instead of your container. Upon filling up or timing out, the balloon floats back to your hive. If gifted, this has a percentage chance to summon a golden balloon instead. Yo! There's gonna be balloons floating about, man. Are you kidding? So I suppose you could think about this as basically like an extra conversion slash capacity slash honey making bee. That's kind of what it feels like. It has a lot of scalability. It basically summons a balloon in the field that you're farming from, and then it kind of collects pollen for you, and then you can kind of float back to the hive and redeem it. We're gonna test it out. Meteor Storm, fantastic. Okay, cracking up to level 10 because why not, right? So carrying on, we've seen the inflate balloons. We're going to show that in the field in just a second. It's a gifted ability, so this is only if the bee is gifted. It has a special one called Surprise Party. So it summons a golden balloon for all players, which is really cool. And then causes balloons to spawn random ability tokens for a few seconds. Golden balloons gain pollen, bonus pollen, increases with bee level, and transforms nearby bubbles into golden balloons, which can collect 50% more pollen and have a chance to spawn honey tokens. If you have triggered a surprise party within the last 6 minutes, it performs inflate balloons instead. Always spawns a golden balloon. So it's like a 6-minute timed boost, essentially. And from what it sounds like, this is going to work hand in hand with bubbles. So tadpole bees and buoyancy bees are probably going to be a really good combination. And maybe the meta might swap a little bit more towards blue hives. Who knows? We'll see with time, but that sounds really cool. And its final passive ability is, when converting from balloons, this bee has a 3 times convert amount. Additionally, this bee's base attack scales up 3 times with Balloon Blessing. So not only is this a really good conversion bee, that this also is like a decent damaging bee. If you have the Balloon Blessing, it has a 3 times damage boost, so it's going to do decent damage in the fields. Man, this is so cool. Should we see it in action? I think we should. All right, let's go like somewhere over here, I guess. So one thing that I did just notice here, in my inventory, is we had a random pink balloon. So if you guys remember from last episode, we saw the balloon decals, and it turns out that those are, in fact, consumable items. Oh! New thing as well, new thing as well, new thing as well. Oh, look, there. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, no, I missed the balloon. There it is, there it is, there it is, look. I summoned a balloon! Here it is. So this is the balloon aura. So this is a ×1. It gives us extra pollen boost, extra blue pollen boost, and extra honey from tokens. And what I feel that we can do is basically every single token that we collect, we essentially scale up that balloon. Oh no, we've summoned another balloon. What? Yo! Wait, and they're moving. Look. Look, they're moving. Are you kidding? So they're moving around the field and they're collecting pollen. Dude, so this is kind of a cool thing, right? If we scale these up, look, there's another one, a 3rd balloon. Yo! They're really slow getting back. So look, this balloon here, this I think was the first one that we summoned, and this is very, very slowly working its way. So you can see here that it has a capacity, and this one is nowhere near full with capacity. So this only has 32k out of 2.5 million capacity. But it's on a timer, isn't it? So that's going to slowly work its way back to our hive. And these ones are going to follow. Okay, not gonna lie, this is really, really cool. So basically what's gonna happen is that when you join in a server, I don't know if you can see other people's balloons. I'd imagine probably not. Like the ones that are floating back to the hive. You certainly see them in the front of the hive. But you're just gonna see like these balloons coming from like all the fields that you've been farming in. Yo! Look at this. Look. So this guy's got it in action. Yo! Okay, so this is the ability that was triggered to turn bubbles into golden balloons. Look at the balloons themselves. They're like sparkly. Oh, look, and there's a white balloon thing there. Let me. Can I steal that? Yes, I can. Okay. Dude, all right, we're going to try this out for ourselves in just a second, but I had to show you that. Our balloons are still only halfway to the hive. I want to see what happens when they get there. I'm not 100% sure how this happened, but for some reason, I'm the top daily honey maker with 1 trillion honey. I don't know how that happened. I didn't do any harvesting. I literally joined the game. What? Yes! Best in the world. You've seen it here first, lads. Look at that. Oh. I've literally done 1,420,000,000. Is this a meme? Am I being trolled on it? Is this a meme? Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to try this again. Oh, yeah, by the way, so you can see here there's another new item. These are called loaded dice. So these were the decals that we saw from last episode as well, which were like the 2 and 3 loaded stack dice type things. So this is how they work. So, for example, this is the one with 3 decals. You can see that it boosts 3 random fields with 300% pollen for 15 minutes. So that means not only is it going to give you a 3 times, it's also going to spread that over 3 fields. So it triples your chance of getting the field that you want, and it also triples the chance of it being a 3 times. So like higher risk, high reward, I guess. Pretty cool. Side note, the only issue is I don't have enough badges to buy any sprinklers. I've got like the basic sprinkler, which is not exactly ideal, but I guess we'll make do, huh? What was that? Did you guys see the party hat? Did I just get clowned on? I literally just got clowned on. Yo, I think the ability triggered. Excuse me, it's early in the morning. My voice is not quite there yet. Whoa. The ability triggered. Look at the gold balloons. These are mine. Dude, this is so cool. This is so cool. So it would appear with like maybe a couple of these buoyancy bees, it's going to get very balloony over your fields, which to be honest with you, I really like. Especially these golden balloons, they just look so good as they're floating about. And we can basically just keep summoning. These will actually stack up as well with the aura. Yo, this is so cool. All right, so I want to see how I get a big balloon by my base. Oh, it's there! Okay, right, all right, bear with. Let me do a little bit of farming here, and then we're going to go back in like 2 minutes and see what the hive looks like. Okay, so I've just done a little bit of sort of farming here very, very easily, like very quickly. Basically, like what I'll do for next episode is, because I have no idea how we've got so much honey, but I'm going to use it to basically like level up my hive way more. So we'll get a full hive, we'll get like a bunch of level 15s, and then we can really see this in action next episode. But you can see here, look. The balloons are floating towards my blessing balloon. And is that going to turn it to a ×4? Not quite. Oh, it's based off honey inside. Ah, right. So the more balloons you get with the more honey, it then feeds your blessing balloon and it goes up as a scale. Oh no, it's ×9 now. Yo. ×10? Okay, ×10. Yeah, so I think it's based off how much honey is inside the balloons as they float. You can see here that this guy's next to me, Chuta, is 36 times 36. So this is way more honey than I've got, of course. It's like 500 mil. But you can see his balloon is bigger and it scales. And then once again, next to it is a ×49. So the more honey inside your balloon, the bigger it gets as well, and the higher your blessing level. This is so cool. Right, so the question is, does the balloon just stay there? What happens if we empty? Is it just gonna like keep chilling? Interesting. Let's see. Ah, look. So once I start emptying my hive, then my balloon starts deflating. Ah, right. Right. This is cool. So once again, I guess more benefit for not emptying, I guess. Or just more benefit for having a crazy field boost. Your blessing should be huge. Oh, and look, there we go. So we had a 10 blessing. We decided to empty our hive, so empty our balloon at 10. And that's now given us a 1 hour boost with a times 1.3 capacity, an extra bonus honey at hive, which I think is a new buff. I've never seen honey at hive before, and it's also given us a honey per tokens. So I would imagine the higher level our blessing is going to be, the higher level that buff is actually going to go, and it's going to last an hour. But I imagine we can top it up by getting more balloons, I suppose. So on our main character, or maybe next episode if I can get this character better, we should be able to get like a what? Like a times 50 balloon or something? Maybe? I mean, this guy's got a pretty high level hive and his is 49. So maybe that's the limit. Oh yeah, and check this out. There's like a test board here for the largest ever hive balloon. It doesn't do anything, like you can't click on it right now, but yeah, so this is the biggest one. So this guy's here is 3 billion, and that's level 49, but it seems like the biggest right now is 165 billion. So I'm guessing that's going to be higher than level 49. So, here's the thing, right? I still have so much stuff to show you guys. The bee was just like one that I wanted to focus on for today because the stuff is just so good. But there is so much more in the actual test realm as well, and also like stuff that Onett has said. So what we'll do is we'll come back very, very soon for another video to follow up with even more cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the coolest bees I've seen in a long time. And it just adds a brand new mechanic to the game. Really, really clever. The buoyancy now makes way more sense. The bee makes way more sense. And I think this is going to be a really, really cool one. Wow. All right. Okay, right. So I will see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned. Make sure you don't miss it. Loads more information. Yeah, until then, thanks. And see you.